back to another week of Techy Tuesday. Today we're going to start a series all about the more advanced editing techniques that we can utilize with our KW agent websites. Now, we've already covered agent websites in a couple of other videos, but those are going to be talking about more of your basic editing features and the overview of the editing platform. So if you have not done so already, I do recommend you go check those videos out before starting with this one, because again, we are going to take it one step further and talk about some of our more advanced editing options. So today we are going to start by talking about our menu bar. So up here you can see that our team has adjusted this menu bar to include all of the resources that we want available on our website. To compare, this right here is what your website, if you have not sat down with anybody to edit, is going to look like. So you're just going to have your About Me, your search, your blog, and then everything else is going to be listed under More. So we can take it from this kind of little bland, boring menu bar here to include anything that you are wanting to include. Now we can do this one of two ways. We can either link to a custom page that you have built out through the editor, or we can also link to an external page. For example, under Tech Resources, we link to our YouTube channel. So if someone clicks on that, they are taken straight to our YouTube channel. So that is just one example of the different kinds of resources that we can help you add to your menu bar here. But to get started with that, we are going to need to go log into our command account, and then we are going to go over to the very last tab on the left side, which is titled Websites if you hover over it. Now we're not going to talk about this beta today. We are going to jump over to Settings, and then we're going to click on the blue Edit My Website button. From here, in order to get to editing our menu bar, you are going to need to click on these three lines in the top left-hand corner. And then if this is closed up and it just says Admin, you're going to select it until you see Organization Site. And then you'll be able to click on Organization Site. From there, you are going to scroll down this page until you see Navigation Source. So right now, mine is set to custom organization site navigation because we have already edited our website to have the menu bar that we would like it to have. What you're probably seeing is that yours is set on inherited. That is the one that comes default with the website. So if yours states inherited, you're going to need to change it to custom org site navigation provider. From there, whereas mine already has a title, yours probably is just blank, or it might say the word required in there. So what you're going to want to do is select that drop-down menu, and you're going to choose the option for creating a new menu bar. Internal name is important because going back to my sources, under my navigation, you can see that I have a few different ones. You can test out different menu bars, or maybe you swap them at different seasons because you have different resources that you want to make available. So when we create new, we are going to make sure that we label this whatever is going to help us. So if this is just a test for you, you can label it test. If you are actually going to use this one, I like to label it using this one or something along those lines so I know that it is my most active menu option. If you are doing, say, different seasons, then maybe you label this your summer menu bar. So whatever you want to put in this internal name, you are going to put there. You're then going to add items. Each item is a different tab on your website. So we're going to click the option for Add Simple Navigation Item. And that's going to pull up item number 1. And then we are going to work on editing item number 1. So for now, we are going to stay under Main. And I'm going to explain what these editing options are. Under title, that is going to be the actual name of the button. So where it says schedule an appointment or leave us a review, it's going to be the actual name of the button. This is also how we can start to use the nesting option if you want to put resources all under one main title. So you are going to choose if that title is going to be a link, so when you click on it, it goes somewhere, or if it is going to be text, which means if you click on it, it is not going anywhere at all. It is just going to be the text. If you are wanting to do the nesting, you would leave it at text, and then all of your links would be added under sub-navigation. If you are just wanting a single link, for example, this one that says schedule an appointment, then we are going to leave it at navigation link. So depending on what you are trying to do, you will select link or text. From there, the actual text is going to be the name. This is what shows up. So if we were going to link, for example, here our testimonial page, this is what I want to add to my menu bar. So if we're going to link this, then I would label that button testimonials, or in our case on our site, we labeled leave us a review. So you can decide what you want that label to actually say. Going past that, we are going to look at where it says link, and it gives us the option here for internal or external. So internal is going to be a custom page that you made within this editor here. Whereas external would be like our testimonial link. It is a completely separated third-party website that we are wanting to link to. It is an external link. So right here, you are going to need to decide if you are linking to something internal or something external. First, I'm going to show you guys internal. If we click on this item here, that is going to open up this pop-up box, which is going to list all of the custom pages that you have made within this editor. So you can then decide which ones you want to add to your menu bar. So for example, I want to go ahead and add the download my app. And it will let you do multiple. So if I notice behind my pop-up box, I have number 1 being download my app, and then it immediately opened me up to number 2 where I can select the next internal page that I want. So maybe I want the home evaluation, and I want the mortgage calculator, and I want my About Me page. So you do not have to select all of them, only choose the ones that you actually want live on your website. Now if I scroll through, you're going to see that it added 4 items. I can close the main title of each item so that I'm looking at just the titles and not all of the details. This will make it a little bit easier for you as you're going through. So this is saying simple item number 1 is the download my app custom page. Now if I wanted it to say something other than download my app, that's where we would go back to that text section and we would be able to change what we actually have this saying. So maybe I want it to say app download. And then I can close that down while I make my other changes. If you want to save while you go, you can hit this little floppy disk right here, and that is going to save your changes as a draft until you are finished, in which case you can actually publish the menu bar. So that was step 1, which was adding our internal links. Step 2 is going to be adding our external links. So if there is anything additional you want to link to, you will be able to again add a simple navigation item and decide if it's a link or text. In this case, it's just going to be a link. I only am pointing to the one resource. So here I would title this testimonials because that's what I want the actual button itself to say. Then I would be able to scroll down, and under link, I'm going to change it from internal to external. That's then going to give me an option to put a URL. So I can go and grab the link to whatever website it is I'm trying to send people to, and then I'm going to come and paste that link under URL. Now that's all we have to do for external, so I'm going to go ahead and save my progress. And now you can see we've added testimonials to the list of those menu items. If I want to reorder this, it's going to start at 1 and go to 5. So 1's going to be the first tab to show up on my menu, and testimonials number 5 would be the last one. So if I want to change the order of these, I can click and drag the title to the order I want this to go in. So I want my About the Agent to be the first thing on that list. So if I'm going to click it and drag it to the top of my list and drop it as item number 1. Now it'll be the first thing in my list. The last thing I want to cover is how we can do the nesting the proper way. So say instead of adding testimonials as its own link, I wanted to add it under a resources tab, like KW Resources here, where there then is a bunch of stuff underneath that. So if I'm wanting to do something more in that style, then I will be able to click Add Simple Navigation Item. But this time, since it is just the one thing, if I click KW Resources here, I am not taken anywhere. It is just text. So we are going to change the title from being a link to something to just being text. We can then label that tab whatever we would like the main title to be. In this case, we're going to do resources. We would then toggle over to sub-navigation and be able to add our items just like we did here. Instead of adding them under main, we are adding them under sub-navigation. So again, I can click on there. I can say I'm going to add a navigation link. And then I'm going to go and choose whether it's an internal link I'm adding, an external, and you would follow the rest of the process the exact same way that we did all of the other links. So in this case, I would change it to external, and I would paste my URL here. So now I have the option to click testimonials as a link, or I have the option to where it is nested underneath my resources tab. So there are a few more things that we can play around with when we talk about the menu bar. If you notice, I have not talked about the styles at all. That will not really affect too much of what you're doing. So you can either play around with that yourself or reach out to us if you have questions about some of the features that we didn't discuss in this tutorial. But once you have finished getting all of your pages together, you are going to go ahead and publish this menu bar out. Once you get this green check mark that you are good, you can go back, which will take you back to organization site. And this time when you click on that drop down where it probably says required for you and it is empty, if you click on that, you will see the option for the menu bar that you just published. So I'm going to switch it so I can show you guys, and I'm going to change it to my test menu bar. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this here. Now it usually takes these changes pretty quick, but keep in mind you might need to give it a little bit of time for everything to resync. But then you can click on this return to dashboard prompt. Once you've returned to the dashboard, under welcome with your email, you are going to be able to follow the live link to your website to see if your changes are in effect. So we can see right here, it already updated my menu bar to the test one. So it looks completely different than when I was showing you guys at the beginning. Now you can see here where we were messing with testimonials, we can either click on testimonials as a single link in the menu bar, or we have it as resources being the text and testimonials being linked underneath resources. If you have additional questions about how to edit this menu bar, please reach out to our team. You can always set up an appointment with us at letsgettechy.com if you are a KW Heritage agent. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys soon.